Whispers Beneath the Snow by Sevastian Winters. Ayla Cray's gloves creaked as she gripped the edge of the table, her knuckles white beneath the worn leather. Outside, the storm battered the village hall, the wind howling like a wild beast. She stood alone at the front of the room, facing a packed crowd waiting for the final showdown. The door swung open with a blast of icy wind, and Gideon Ross strode in, dusting snow off his coat. He moved with the confidence of a man who didn't need to prove himself. He didn't even look at Ayla as he made his way to the podium. That suited her fine. Let him think he'd already won. Wes leaned close, flicking his silver coin between his fingers. "You're gripping that table like it's the only thing keeping you upright." Ayla didn't loosen her grip. "Maybe it is. You know he's going to throw everything at you. Let him try." The fire crackled in the hearth, but its warmth couldn't cut through the chill in the air. The villagers watched, silent and tense. They hadn't braved the storm for a debate. They'd come to see a battle. Ayla could feel their eyes on her, the weight of their expectation pressing down like the snow outside. Gideon took his place across from her, his practiced smile razor-thin. He inclined his head, acknowledging her like he was doing her a favour. "Ayla Cray," he said, his voice carrying easily through the hall, smooth as silk. "It's bold of you to come here tonight. After all, we wouldn't want the good people of Winter's Peak dragged into old, tired rumours. This isn't about rumours, Gideon. This is about justice." His smile widened, like a wolf that had cornered its prey. "Justice? Ayla, I think you're confused. Winter's Peak is built on tradition, on strength. That's why my family has led it through droughts, storms and hardship." Ayla kept her gaze steady. "Your family led by turning the village's fear into control." Gideon shrugged, his smile still firmly in place. "I understand this is personal for you, Ayla. Your father's mistakes must be difficult to live with." "My father made no mistakes. He was framed." Murmurs ran through the crowd. Gideon's smile flickered, but he quickly masked it. "This again. You've said it for years, and it's never been anything more than a sad story." "It's more than a story." Ayla held up the papers she'd brought, her hands steady. "These are your family's financial records, Gideon. They show every transaction, every coin that was taken from this village. My father uncovered this. And for that, you destroyed him." The crowd erupted in whispers. Villagers leaned forward, eyes darting between her and Gideon. His composure slipped, his eyes narrowing. "You think this little stunt will work?" Gideon sneered, stepping closer. "My family has led this village for generations. No one is going to believe you." "They don't have to believe me," Ayla shot back, her voice strong. "They can see the evidence for themselves." The moderator cleared his throat, his voice shaky. "I think we need to review these documents." The tension in the room snapped. Villagers whispered, their loyalty to Gideon visibly wavering. Gideon, for the first time, looked rattled. He leaned closer, his voice low and dangerous. "You want to play with fire, Cray? Fine. But remember, every victory comes at a price." Ayla's stomach twisted, but she forced herself to meet his gaze. "I know." Gideon straightened, his smile turning cold and hard. "Then, let's hope you're prepared to pay for it." The next day, the village hall was packed again. The council had spent the night reviewing Ayla's evidence. The air was thick with anticipation, and Ayla could feel every heartbeat in her chest as she waited for the elder to speak. The council has reviewed the evidence presented by Isla Cray, the elder announced, his voice grave. And it is our conclusion that the Ross family misappropriated village funds. Her father's exile was unjust. His name will be restored. The room exploded in gasps and murmurs. Isla felt the relief wash over her like a wave. She had won. Her father's name was cleared. As the villagers dispersed, Wes came to her side, his coin still now, his face alight. "You did it," he said. "It's over." But something felt wrong. She couldn't shake the look Gideon had given her as he left the hall the night before, the promise in his eyes. Before she could say anything, one of the councilmen approached her, his face grim. "Isla," he said quietly, "there's something you need to know. Your family's home. It's gone. Burned to the ground last night." Her heart stopped. The weight of it crashed into her, leaving her breathless. Her home, the last piece of her father, was gone. She felt the floor sway beneath her as the councilman continued. "We suspect it was arson. But with the storm—" His voice trailed off, and he didn't need to finish. Whatever evidence might have been, there was gone now, too. Wes's hand found her shoulder. "I'm sorry, Ayla." She steadied herself, swallowing down the grief that rose in her throat. Gideon had taken from her the one thing she couldn't replace, but he hadn't won. She'd cleared her father's name, she'd taken away his family's power. She couldn't let him see her break. Her voice was steady, cold. "He wanted me to pay." "Fine. But he'll pay too." She walked out into the snow, Wes beside her, her fists clenched in the gloves that were now all she had left of her father. The village had finally seen the truth, and Gideon Ross's hold over them was broken. But the storm he had started was just beginning.